In the 1930s, Ben Reilly secretly fights crime as a superhero known as the Spider. But 5 years later, he retires and becomes a private detective, still haunted by the death of his wife, Ruby. One day, Ben follows a man named Addison. During the investigation, he's accidentally hit by another detective, Patrick Donegal, and knocked unconscious. Thanks to his healing abilities, Ben recovers quickly. He later tracks Addison to a Standard Oil facility and discovers Patrick is hunting the same target. Addison suddenly reveals fire-based powers. When things get out of control, Patrick shoots him dead. The explosion that follows knocks Patrick out, and Ben pulls him to safety. Afterward, Ben learns that Patrick was also hired to find Addison. The next day, Ben returns to his office, where his secretary Janet Ruiz helps manage his cases. Soon, a man named Carmody hires Ben to investigate his wife, Kat Hardy, whom he suspects of cheating. Around the same time, Ben meets his friend Robbie Robertson. Robbie knows Ben's secret identity and warns him that New York is being controlled by the crime boss Silvermane. He urges Ben to become the Spider again, but Ben refuses. That night, Ben begins watching Kat. While photographing her meeting with a mysterious man, the situation turns violent. The man attacks Kat, forcing Ben to use his spider powers to save her. Later, a man named Winston visits Ben. He turns out to be the client who hired both Ben and Patrick to find Addison. When Ben demands more money, Winston nearly shoots him. Fortunately, Janet steps in with a gun and forces him to leave. Suspicious, Ben follows Winston and discovers he works for Silvermane. He realizes the mob boss has been searching for Addison to settle an old score. Meanwhile, Janet studies Ben's photos and makes a shocking discovery. The man meeting Kat is actually the mayor of New York, not wanting trouble with powerful people. Ben closes the case and tells Carmody that his wife is innocent. Ben later meets Robbie, who shows him Addison's body at the hospital. As soon as Ben gets close to the corpse, he suffers a painful headache. The incident convinces Robbie that Addison was more than just an ordinary man. Using Robbie's information, Ben tracks Kat down to the theater where she works as a singer. At the same time, Patrick is captured by Silvermane's men. They torture him for information about Addison, but he refuses to talk. Silvermane eventually kills him. Soon after, Kat approaches Ben and asks for the photos. Ben agrees, but only if she pays for them. During their meeting, a man named Flint Marco arrives. Ben quickly realizes Flint has been protecting Kat. After leaving, Ben notices Flint following him. He lures him to a construction site and a fight breaks out. At first, Ben easily wins. Then Flint gets back up and reveals his true power. His body can transform into sand. With no other choice, Ben becomes the Spider once again. After a brutal fight, Ben finally defeats Flint. Just then, Kat arrives to help her injured protector. Wanting nothing more to do with superpowered people, Ben gives Kat the photos for free and walks away. The next day, Kat returns with another problem. Flint has vanished without a trace. Worried about what happened to him, she hires Ben to investigate his disappearance.